Hey, what's up everyone? It's Duncan from Overland Journals. My muddies just completed 20,000 kilometers. So today's video is a long-term review on my tires. Welcome back everyone. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell because my channel is all about sharing my experiences in overlanding with the rest of the community. And I try and bring out a video every single week. Also head on over to our website, overland-journals.com. There's a whole heap of information there, again, to share with the rest of the community. And if you want to sign up for our free monthly newsletter, please sign up once you're at the website. Alright, so today's video is the long-term review on my muddies. What I have here are Mickey Thompson Deegan 38s. Now the 38 doesn't stand for the tire size, that's just the model name or the tire model Deegan 38. It's actually 33-inch tire. I run 33 inches. I found the 33-inch tire was perfect for the kind of traveling that I do, which is touring, and it complemented the suspension lift I've got on my 80, which is a 2-inch lift. Again, like I said, that works for my kind of traveling. Now, these muddies have completed 20,000 kilometers. I would approximately say 60% of that is off-road use or off-road travel, 40% on blacktop travel. Tyres is not a daily runner, it stays parked until the next trip comes along. So about 40% blacktop driving, 60% off-road driving. Now, these tires have been through a fair amount of off-road use, or should I say abuse. I've been through rocky conditions or loose shale conditions, sandy conditions, and I have varied the tire pressures to suit the traction that I need depending on the surface that I'm driving on. So I have had, usually when I'm on the blacktop, if I'm fully loaded, the tire pressures that I've found works well for me would be 38 in the front, 40 to 41 at the back, and that works for me. Now that's not a standard rule. You've got to figure it out based on your vehicle, your driving style, the load that you're carrying, how well your load is distributed. But for me, that's what I've found over the years works for me. I do a very strict maintenance regime, so I always, after every trip, I have the wheels rotated, I get balancing done, I get alignment done, I make sure the tire pressures are perfect. When I'm in an off-road situation, whether it's severe corrugations or sandy conditions or whatever the case may be, I do drop the tire pressures, and the lowest I've gone with these tires is 15 psi. Now in terms of traction, now before I get to traction, the Deegan 38s are not the highest offering in the Mickey Thompson range. This is kind of fits in towards the middle of the pack, you could say. And at the time when I purchased these, it was a bit of a compromise between off-road capability as well as the price point. And that's usually the case because you got to balance it out. And for me, I went for that because of budget, as well as I did want a muddy, because over the years I've always found, even in my previous 4x4s, muddies tend to work well for me. Whether it's mud conditions or sandy conditions, they've always done very well for me. So I did want muddy to go with. So it's not an all-terrain. Traction has never ever been a problem for me. In terms of power that's delivered out of this motor, again, it's not a V8, it's a 6-cylinder, but I get plenty of power coming through, again, for my kind of traveling. And at the end of the day, more than power, what you need in a off-road vehicle is traction. And these tires have worked beautifully for me. I'm extremely happy with them. And when it comes to replacing them, I would go with some other brand purely to try out. But otherwise, I would probably stick with these. Now, in terms of road noise, because that's one of the other compromises you get, or you have to pay a bit of a price for road noise when you go for extreme off-road tires such as these. And I have to admit, they're not the quietest of tires out of the muddies, all the muddies that's available out there, different brands and different manufacturers. And they're not the quietest, but they're not the loudest either. I have been on a few other vehicles belonging to friends which had other types of muddies, not these ones, but other brands, and I found these to be not as bad, but again, not the quietest. But I've done a fair bit of insulation inside the vehicle, so that road noise doesn't really bother me or Ajani when we travel. We can have a decent conversation inside, and it really doesn't come into the cab at all. But as I said, overall, extremely happy. 20,000 kilometers later, I've still got a fair amount of tread left, and I can easily do a whole lot more, I believe, with these tires. So if you're in the market looking for off-road tires or extreme off-road tires, muddies in particular, give the Mickey Thompson Deegan 38s a consideration. I'm not sponsored by Mickey Thompson. I paid cash out of my pocket for these tires, but it's a product that I've been very, very happy with. And in terms of even the strength of the sidewalls, extremely strong. I have driven over surfaces where there was really, really sharp, hard rocks, and not a problem, performed like a charm. So I hope you found this video useful. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. If you haven't hit that subscription button yet, please hit the subscription button and head on over to overland-journals.com and sign up for that newsletter. Well, thanks for watching everyone. See you soon in another video.